Ever wondered why Taylor Swift's Eras Tour tickets are so much cheaper in Europe compared to the US? Well, it's not just a random fluke. There's a significant price difference that's worth exploring. On average, tickets for Swift's tour in Europe are a whopping 87% cheaper than those in the United States. That's right, 87%. This isn't a small difference we're talking about, it's a huge gap that makes you wonder, why is that so? What makes the European market so different that it can afford to offer these tickets at such a lower cost? It's a fascinating question, and the answer might surprise you. It seems Europe has found a way to keep the dream of attending a Taylor Swift concert alive and affordable. So let's dive in and find out more about this intriguing price difference. So, what's the secret behind Europe's cheaper ticket prices, stricter regulations? Let's dive into this. Europe has instituted regulations that put a cap on ticket markups, essentially setting a maximum price that can be charged for a ticket. This stops sellers from inflating prices to exorbitant levels and ensures that the tickets remain affordable for fans. It's a way of keeping the concert experience accessible to as many people as possible. But it doesn't stop there. Europe's regulations also tackle the issue of illegal resale practices. You've probably heard of scalpers, those who buy tickets only to resell them at a higher price. Well, Europe has put a firm foot down on such practices. Rules are in place to combat this kind of opportunistic selling, making sure that fans are not left at the mercy of these scalpers. Not only do these regulations protect the prices, but they also empower the citizens. You see, if you're a fan in Europe and you feel you've been deceived by ticketing practices, you have the power to take action. It's a consumer-focused approach that puts the power back in the hands of the fans. And Europe isn't planning on stopping anytime soon. The upcoming Digital Services Act will further regulate online ticket resale platforms. The aim is to ensure transparency and fair ticket buying experiences for consumers. This legislation will make it even harder for scalpers to operate and for ticket prices to skyrocket beyond reach. These regulations certainly make a Swift concert more accessible to fans. But could similar rules work in the US? Implementing similar regulations in the US is not without its challenges. Now let's delve into the intricacies of the American concert industry and the hurdles it faces in adopting the European model of ticket regulation. To begin with, we have a significant roadblock in the form of existing laws. Yes, you heard right. Some states in the US have laws that protect ticket resale practices. These laws were put in place with the intention of promoting competition and protecting consumers. However, in practice, they often serve to protect the interests of ticket brokers and scalpers, allowing them to mark up ticket prices significantly. It's a bit like allowing the fox to watch over the henhouse, isn't it? Speaking of ticket brokers and scalpers, they wield a substantial influence over the concert business. These entities buy up large numbers of tickets as soon as they're released, only to sell them later at inflated prices. It's a lucrative business, but one that often leaves fans out in the cold, unable to afford tickets to see their favorite artists. In this case, our beloved Taylor Swift. Now, you might be thinking, why not just outlaw ticket scalping? Well, it's not that simple. The ticket resale market is deeply entrenched in the US concert industry. Attempts to regulate it have often been met with fierce resistance. Not to mention, there are legal and logistical challenges to consider. Despite these hurdles, the European model might still hold some solutions for the states. After all, at the end of the day, it's about ensuring fans can enjoy live music without breaking the bank. And isn't that what we all want? A chance to see our favorite artists perform live without having to empty our pockets. The impact of Europe's ticketing rules is already visible, and it's not just on the price tag. As we move forward, Europe is set to introduce the Digital Services Act. This legislation will further regulate online ticket resale platforms, ensuring transparency and a fair ticket buying experience for every fan. This act is a clear reflection of Europe's commitment to protecting consumers from deceptive ticketing practices and inflated prices. On the flip side, American fans are starting to feel the pinch. The vast price difference between tickets in the United States and Europe has led to a rather interesting trend. Many Swifties from the US have started crossing the Atlantic, not just for the love of travel, but also to take advantage of the significantly cheaper tickets for Taylor Swift's Eras Tour. This trend is more than just a testament to Taylor's global appeal. It's a wake-up call for the live music industry in the United States. The European model proves that it's possible to keep ticket prices low without compromising on the quality of the concert experience. It shows that fans don't have to break the bank to see their favorite artists perform live. This model also puts a spotlight on the role of ticket brokers and scalpers in inflating concert ticket prices. It invites us to question the status quo and explore possibilities for a fairer, more equitable ticketing system. In conclusion, the difference in ticket prices between the United States and Europe is not just about numbers. It's a story about consumer protection, industry practices, and fans' love for music. It's a story that could potentially change the concert business, not just for Taylor Swift fans, but for all live music enthusiasts. So, the next time you're considering a Taylor Swift concert, you might want to check out the prices in Europe. You could be in for a pleasant surprise and a fantastic show, of course.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.